Welcome to July 18th, 2026. The Singularity's frontier is now standing room only. Kimi K3 ranked number 1 on Spreadsheet Bench 2, surpassing Claude Fable 5 to become the first open-weight model to beat every closed rival. One observer called its earlier front-end code arena win, the first time a Chinese model led the US there, a DeepSeek 2.0 moment, a global wake-up call. The frontier has turned into a stampede, with 4 launches in 8 days: Grok 4.5, GPT 5.6, Muse Spark 1.1, and K3, lifting 6 labs above 50 on the intelligence index, up from 2 in June, even as the price of the intelligence beneath the leaders collapses, and Claude Fable 5's reign since June 9th narrows from 4 points to 1. The top 3 models now span just 3 points across 3 labs, and 4 of the 10 highest scorers launched in the past 10 days. David Sachs warns America loses the race by banning new data centers and overregulating rather than innovating permissionlessly. Yet the reflexive fear that K3's lean attention dooms NVIDIA gets it backwards, since its 2.8 trillion parameters spread 896 experts across racks starved for bandwidth, and Jevons paradox means cheaper cognition summons more silicon, not less. Not everyone cheers the giveaway. OpenAI's Dean Ball argues open weights are quietly decelerationist, an ungovernable road toward full AI communism, and predicts Washington will manufacture regulatory FUD around Chinese weights rather than ban them outright. Admirers instead rechristen the movement the Frontier Liberation Front, vowing to keep Vannevar Bush's endless frontier endless. Gavin Baker splits the difference, calling cheaper open models net positive for every layer except the 2 labs with the fattest margins, because intelligence per dollar is the only score that matters, and a token-hungry K3 still runs pricier than GPT 5.6. The one reprieve for Anthropic and OpenAI, he adds, is that superior products or a secret head start toward recursive self-improvement could still cement a permanent lead. The market smells blood anyway. Anthropic is extending rather than phasing out Fable 5 across subscription plans, with $100 credits, a reversal skeptics read as panic. Moonshot already teases K3.1, and Musk vows a 2 trillion parameter model within the week. Capability keeps outrunning containment. Britain's Safety Institute finds top open-weight models now trail the cyber frontier by just 4 to 7 months, a gap that has narrowed through 2026, with GLM 5.2 matching Opus 4.6 on narrow tasks and reaching Opus 4.5 on longer horizons, even as OpenAI reports GPT 5.6 Sol setting a cybersecurity record that already helps teams find and patch real vulnerabilities. Washington's reply is a FINRA-style watchdog reporting to the SEC, a Scott Bessent-backed plan that echoes a proposal from DeepMind's Demis Hassabis. And the old guard capitulates, as Linus Torvalds tells AI critics to fork the kernel or walk away, a sharp thaw from the man who dismissed AI as marketing in 2024. The capital is rotating too. Apple retook the crown as the world's most valuable company at $4.9 trillion as investors fled CapEx-heavy chipmakers, though Jensen Huang's signed leather jacket still drew 65 bids to fetch $960,000, 16 times its estimate. Proof the boom already mints relics. Nations are buying in. Japan is acquiring 27,500 Rubin chips for a sovereign robot brain, while Australia will force data centers to generate the power they consume and shield creators under a new Office of AI, with legislation drafted for early next year. The plumbing groans accordingly. An AWS billing glitch briefly quoted customers trillions, one gasping, "My soul left my body." SpaceX courts the Pentagon for compute. Meta may rent Anthropic up to $10 billion in GPUs under a deal Anthropic itself proposed in June, and Musk quietly bought over a gigawatt of mobile turbines to feed Colossus. Progress is leaking off-planet and into the body. A New Jersey meteorite that crashed through a home preserved pristine salty fluids and organic chemistry, hinting that CM-type asteroids seeded Earth's amino acids. China's BrainCo unveiled at Shanghai's World AI Conference an EEG headset that pilots humanoid robots and robotic dogs by thought alone. Aging researchers peg somatic mutations as the bottleneck, with post-mitotic neurons and heart cells that never divide, cutting a theoretical non-aging lifespan of 1,759 years to about 156, still roughly double today's span. And Eli Lilly bet $2.8 billion on a Phase 3 DMT nasal spray in the largest psychedelics deal in pharma history. Even the Fed turned machine-readable, as an under $1,000 Claude tool parses Chairman Warsh, while a communications task force trims his statements from 300 words toward 130. And in China, AI tokens, or C-yuan, are becoming corporate currency, with one ByteDance staffer burning $1 billion a month. Time is money, money is tokens, and tokens are thought.